Today is day 39 of my journey to 2000, and we're gonna get straight into a game. I basically studied some stuff on chess.com, some lessons. I did some puzzle rush. I had a terrible game, which I guess I'll go over after this game as well. And that's about it. I also watched the Chess Masters final with Magnus Carlsen and stuff, but it wasn't very helpful. Why aren't I thinking about my moves? I'm playing like this. Why am I playing like this is a blitz game? Anyway. Yeah, it was cool to watch, but I didn't get much from it. So I think watching games of Masters, unless you actually analyze them, might not be that useful. Okay, is the knight coming here a problem? I feel like this is that thingy with the knight and the bishop attacking. I forgot what it's called. But is this a problem? Let's see. Well, I have an idea of trying to trade off bishops because I'm a loser like that. I also have the idea of bringing the pawn here to stop the knight from coming in. If the knight comes in this way, can I ignore it? What if I bring my knight? He brings his knight. I bring my bishop. He takes. I don't think that works. If he comes here, we go here. If he brings his knight here, we can kick it out. And I think we're fine. So we're just going to develop our knight. I don't think he really did anything. Our bishop can come out as well. Okay, see, now his bishop can come out and his queen might have access. We could bring our bishop here just pinning for now. And if he protects with the bishop, then we just continue doing what we're doing. Okay, so he develops the knight to protect the knight this way. But the knight doesn't naturally come here, which means... what? It means we might be able to take advantage of that fact? I'm not sure. Let's see. If we push the pawn to attack right away, his pawn takes. That doesn't work. I think bringing the bishop back might be okay, though. Another idea. Ooh, bringing the knight in, because then if his knight takes, we take, and he's going to lose the knight, right? Because he doesn't want to lose a queen. And if he comes here, we just step back. If he attacks again, we step back. I think that works, but that would only work if the knight takes our knight. What happens if the knight doesn't take our knight? Because he doesn't have to do that, right? What if he brings his bishop here? We could take, forcing the queen to take. What does that do, though? Maybe we should give ourselves more options by bringing our bishop out. Because this also hints to the king. So he would have to push the pawn out. Oh, he already did that. Okay. And obviously this check could be annoying, or this pin. So we should cancel soon. Because he could push our bishop away, I don't know if castling kingside is good here. Then again, at the same time, he did push the c-pawn. So I don't know if... like, we have two knights that are in the way that don't let our pawns push through. Right? So you know what? We're going to bring the bishop here and see how he plays it. If he doesn't trade, we have this pawn move. Takes, and he can't take. Okay, so he attacks our knight. I think that's a bad move. Because we could just attack his bishop. Unless he was scared of this idea and he saw it. Then he's just getting rid of the knight. In which case, I'm stupid. Okay, he didn't. Yeah, I'm confused. I'm confused. This doesn't make sense to me. Because now I can push the pawn. If takes, then takes, and we're putting equal pressure on this. Now he could attack our bishop, but we take with check. Excuse me. But then his other knight comes in. So we could pull back. This will push. I don't really see the purpose. I don't even know if the knight coming here does anything right now. Only if he takes, but like, why would he take, right? Oh, wait, I can't do it anyway. I can't do that right now. So we're planning, or we're thinking about castling queenside. Might still do that. The light squares are very vulnerable, so I want this bishop to survive because of that. Our dark squared bishop, though, I don't care as much about. So maybe we could force the bishops off the board. His dark squared bishop might be bad for him, though, because he has all this. But it's good because he could go around these 3 pawns. This pawn chain is kind of... No, I don't know. But then his bishop in the endgame could maybe attack it. I'm thinking way too far away. Another option is to start attacking here. I actually like that. The only problem is, what if this pawn pushes? If the pawn pushes and we push ignoring, and he takes and we take, our king's not castled, we lose our rook, right? So if the pawn pushes and he pushes, but we just stay back, we're actually supporting this, which looks really nice. I actually like that move. But we can't lose this pawn because of this attack. Aha. If we push this forward, he pushes, we come here, and then we could lose this pawn, and that's probably not a good thing. So alternatively, we could bring the knight here. So if takes, we still have that plan, and if not takes, the knight protects the g5 square. So let's do that. We also have more eyes on this bishop, which is not really doing anything. But, I mean, if he pushes this pawn away, we could bring in a bishop with check, so. Also, our g5 pawn is stopping our queen from coming in and checking, potentially. Okay. He brings the bishop. It looks really weird to me if he wants to castle this way because of our attack, but we have to make sure our attack makes sense. So now I'm assuming he's thinking if we push this pawn, the knight takes. And after taking, his knight could actually move away. Right? So another way of thinking of this, because there's so much kind of in the way here, is pushing this pawn. Our king is so undefended though. Okay, so if we push this pawn, if we push the f7 pawn, it's not usually a good idea. And let's say he takes, we take, he takes, because our bishop is undefended. We could take threatening the queen, and the knight can't really threaten anything after that. I actually like that move. It looks like we're starting to trap our bishop though, like if takes, takes, attacks, back, attacks, but then we have that escape square on g6, which also covers for our king. Oh my god, that's crazy! He just castled into this. He just castled into an attack. What a maniac! That is mania. That is insane. This also becomes more threatening now. There's no way I could mess this up, right? Pushing this pawn must be the key. Because we want him to break his pawn structure. Now, if he I'm guessing, if he pushes the pawn there, we push back. Again, this is not a threat, because we could push back there. But we have to think of the other person, right? That's something that I'm trying to get in my head. If we push this pawn, what does white want? What does white want to do? If white sacks their knight, and well, first of all, we could just take back, because our pawn would be protecting our bishop, so that doesn't make sense. Let's just push. I don't want to overthink this. I think this part makes a lot of sense. It's very intuitive. Because now our pawn protects the bishop, so... Yeah, you see, and this plan of trying to attack our bishop does not work at all. Now, if he tries to bring the knight here, we didn't really look at that, which is my bad. But that doesn't make sense either. Our bishop is still protected. And we could castle. Ooh, we gotta be really careful of the h5 square. We gotta be really careful. Really careful. Actually, we might go over my other game tomorrow, because that game, it'll take too long. Wow. So he's trying to attack here because I'm attacking here. Who's faster type of thing, right? Interesting. So if he attacks our knight, we can bring our knight here, just bringing more forces. And if he checks, we could push our pawn. But he could check with the queen. So a better idea maybe is to actually castle. Or we play like the pros and we just move our king to f7. And just keep our attack connecting our rooks. Is that smart? Well, the knight can come in checking, so maybe that's not the best. He doesn't have a dark squared bishop, so maybe e7 is okay. But then this diagonal becomes a little scary, but his queen's the only one that could really target it. Oh, I have to think about checks, captures, threats. I feel like my queen, like so many of my pieces are staring there. Okay, let's just calculate stuff. Push, 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 takes, 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 takes. But then he could come in with a check, which we sidestep, because this is a mate. I think we could actually push this all the way. I think it's okay. The only problem is when we lose protection of our... the knight coming in. I don't think we should take the knight. Great. I dropped my phone. The knight coming in is a little annoying, because it attacks our bishop after we push the pawn forward. The knight coming in is a little annoying, because if we take, it also... I mean, if he takes, we just take back, actually, and we're just eyeing it again. And we're okay with losing this bishop. It's not really doing anything. We just have to be really careful of all the checks here, but our rooks are covering for now. I think we could actually push forward. I also feel like this was a critical juncture, and I might have just made the biggest mistake ever. Yeah, you see, I don't understand that move. He could just push forward with the pawn. Like, if we come here and he pushes forward, what do we do? What if we push the F pawn, and then this pawn, and then like this? Something boom, boom, or even boom, boom, boom. Maybe we should castle now. Now I'm scared. His queen is eyeing this stuff. That's a little scary. Maybe we should make our knight more active. Connecting rooks feels like the right thing, though. I don't know. So, the idea of leaving this pawn here is that it could actually en passant and just break down the structure. The idea of pushing it is he could push forward. But then we can come here. No, we have to bring our queen into the game. All right, I'm really tempted kind of to castle here. What if we sack our knight to get into the position? Castle, sack our knight to get into... Well, that just gives him open lines towards our king. There's so many things here. Okay, that knight is... Oh, our pawn's getting attacked. Let's just do this. Jesus. Imagine I just blunder a pawn and that's how I lose. That would be so sad. So he could go in attacking our queen, which isn't good. It's not really an outpost because we could still strike back, but okay, he doesn't do that. He's just trying to attack really fast here, I guess. Now if we push this pawn... I feel like we have something. This is probably still critical to think about. Like, if we push this way... It doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know why, but it might be right. If we check, we lose. I don't know if we want to open up lines. Our king is super not safe, so we have to be very careful with our decisions here. I'm still okay with sacking this knight. I don't know why. I feel like it's okay. Like, takes. even taking back so he can't check us very easily. I don't know. But then the rook, then this whole, he gains access. So here, 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 check comes to the side. Oh, that would be so annoying. Here, 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 take, take, take. Yeah, I feel like the push is really strong. I don't know. Is that crazy? Oh, I gotta remember, his knight can always come in and attack. That's so stupid by me. That's maybe an additional reason. Oh, why the pawn went there. Okay, I'm not gonna overthink this. Whatever mistake I made, we'll figure out after the game. The problem with pushing, well, first I could en passant. That might be interesting. But I could take with check and then bring my queen into the position, and he's just opening up lines for me. If he takes, I just take. I think that's, like, obvious. Yeah. So this is a check. And, again, maybe I should have thought more about it, but it makes sense to me. I think the queen has to take back so my queen doesn't get into the game. Oh my god. Here. Here. Oh, but if I go there, he can check me. And the knight can check me, so I have to be careful of how his knight comes into the position. I think this king move is good. It connects the rooks, the knight can't check. My queen still has access to this. This pawn protects, a rook sack. And our rook could step away because this doesn't come with check. Well, actually, no, even better, we just bring the other rook over. And the idea here is that when we come here, we could actually take the h3 pawn because he would be pinned. But I think there are ideas to sack pieces here that can be very, very annoying to deal with. Like, let's say he brings his other rook and I'm trying my own plan, and then he sacks, and this would be attacking my queen. I'm okay with losing this knight. Is that crazy? Can't tell if I'm crazy or not. I feel like it's okay. Maybe even sacking it? Then he has two center pawns. Yeah, I'm scared of a threat like that, to be honest. But we're going to try to believe in ourselves. Here, 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 here. Push? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, we probably need to take back here, though. This is crazy. What a crazy game. The queen is not situated to check either right away, so... This is fine. We come here. Again, the sack is something to worry about, but I don't think with only his rook. If he doubled up there, it would be scarier. We're gonna go with the plan. He has so many outposts, though. This comes with a check, but... I don't think anything else comes out of that. Like, we could just attack it even. His queen is not situated. I keep saying his queen is not situated, but... Huh? I feel like my opponent is making so many more mistakes than I can even tell. Okay, can't I come here threatening to check him and win his rook? Or am I crazy? Maybe, I mean, this is a checkmate threat. But he would have to move... Can he really just run away like that? You know what? Let's go for it. We only have 4 minutes left, and... I don't know. I think it works. I kind of hope for him to just push his pawn. We just gotta checkmate with the rook. So... Okay, so the interesting thing here is if we check, and he's here, Well, then we win his rook. I don't think that's worth it for him. And our pawn is close to promoting. And his queen can't get into the position. Alright, well. Yeah, now we win a rook. Now, a little bit of a different idea, but we could come here or here. I'm stupid. The rook just protects here. Okay, so the idea here is check. He blocks. We take. He takes. We take. We have a rook on the 7th rank. We could come here and attack both of these pawns. Assuming that the knight doesn't come in. We could also bring the other on. But why would we assume the knight can't come in? Another idea is here, here. Check. I feel like we need to double our rooks here. I feel like we need to double our rooks. The problem is he could literally... He just ran away. Oh my god. We just let him run away. Yeah, he could just run away. So I think the check is actually vital here. It might be. Because after the rook blocks... the queen could also block, though. That's the problem, huh? Alright, well, we only have 3 minutes. So we're not going to overthink this. Oh, it's a 1500 rated player. Usually when we play 1500 games, it's higher rated players. So I'm just playing terrible against a 1500 rated player. Maybe sacking my knight was terrible because this attack doesn't work. Or it works and I didn't see how to do anything. Oh my god. We're going to come here and pin. I don't know. He does have that check. I'm not worried about it because I'm stupid. This looks kind of threatening, but we're gonna double our rooks instead and ignore that. Then the knight should have no place to check us. He can't get closer because we'll just take it, right? Yeah, that's fine. He could push this pawn. And then I want to close off the position. I don't want to actually take back. Yeah. Oh, that would be bad. That would be really bad. Oh, that's why I should have moved my rook here initially. Oh, I'm an idiot. Now his queen could get in. Oh, this game is hard. Alright, let's not let his queen get... This still lets his queen get in and it... Oh, man. Oh, man. What if we bring the pawn forward to avoid that? Then we lose a rook. We screwed up. We have screwed up. Let's go here. There's no time. There's no time like the present. There's an idea to sack our queen for both rooks. But he still has this knight, which is annoying because we sacked our knight, which might have not been smart. So the idea here is this. Okay. I do not know what that move does. I genuinely do not know what that move does. I want to continue my plan. I don't have time, so I'm not going to overthink it. I think this makes sense. I mean, he could check. We can come forward and the queen can't even check us, right? And then the knight can't check us. So it looks like we're putting ourselves in jail, but actually this would... Oh, we can't take because the knight protects that's mate. Oh my god. Why can't I pass 1550s? I'm like stuck there now. And I had a miss. Alright, let's see. Wow, I'm playing all the best moves. I'm playing all the best. Oh my god, yeah, of course. Of course. Why not just push further? I'm an idiot. Whatever. I had that inaccurate move. He blundered. a pawn, which I just ignored for some reason. I did the only move that works. And then here, man, I don't know which pawn to push first, man. I don't know so much of the time. Because then after this, what do, right? That was my kind of confusion. And I guess I just bring my knight to the other side. I mean, this looks insane. Is this not scary? I could even trade? Or let's say something like this. Wait. I just want to understand something right here. The knight doesn't care and is making his journey. Oh my god. Look at this. This is completely winning. Of course it is. I have literally a pawn of chains where at the end of the pawn chain, my king is protecting. I'm up a pawn. He's forced to defend this rook. If he does something like this to pick up this rook, I have this. Ooh, I even have this, which forces mate because the pawn stopped the... I'm thinking about the queen getting in with the queen that I'm ignoring all the other pieces here. I'm scared of my opponent so much, I'm ignoring everything else. The knight makes a journey around the entire board for this hole that you create. Holy shit, that is crazy. That is some crazy stuff. I did not understand or see that. I did not. And my knight, again, my knight was supposed to make this journey. I let him capture my knight, and that was my big mistake. This check is nothing to be scared about. Literally nothing to be scared about. Oh my god, that is insanity. That is insanity. Look, I'm just putting pressure, and it's a... Well, this is a neutral game. I see, I didn't recognize that that was a neutral game. I thought I was winning. I thought I had the capability of doing something here, and I didn't. I just clearly did not have any capability to do anything whatsoever. My plan was to do something like this. Apparently, even if I pushed back, my opponent wouldn't give me that opportunity. Because the rook can defend. Of course the rook can defend. Well, this is a video on how not to play aggressive. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.